And a pleasant good evening to you and to yours. And welcome to another season of high school football here on the Brevard Sports Network. Welcome to beautiful and historic Chuckwood Field at McClarty Stadium. Good evening, everybody. I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. It is a pleasure to once again be back with you for another high school football season. Tonight, the Kickoff Classics. We believe we've got a good one for you here tonight as the Heritage Panthers and the Rockledge Raiders will do battle. Both playoff teams last year, both district champions last year, and both young and looking to answer some questions here tonight. We're going to have the national anthem coming up in just a minute, but I want to thank the following sponsors tonight as well. I want to thank Dean Stewart Photography, because if you've ever had a picture taken in school, chances are Dean Stewart Photography is the one that clicked the button. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Chrissy Lindback. She is also one of our big-time sponsors for high school football this year. Chrissy is the real estate expert, and her information will come up on the bottom of the screen. So that's two of the great sponsors that help make Brevard Sports Network what it is, and the ability to be able to do what we do and how we do it. So we wait for the Rockledge National Guard. And again, there's nothing I can really do about the sun across the field. I know we do a lot of things here on Brevard Sports Network, but yeah, blocking the sun just ain't one of them. I want to say hello to Andre Xavier. Bones is with me tonight. He's kind of observing here tonight. I hope you had an opportunity to catch his great piece on Brevard Sports Network the other night about MCC's Javion Cooper, the Syracuse commit. I also want to take this opportunity to say, get well to Orville Susong. This is usually Orville's and Steve's game. They have been doing the Rockledge Raiders for years. I know this, and, you know, it's an honor to be here tonight. And I know Orville's not here because he's under the weather. So I just want to say, Orville, if you're watching, and I hope you are, get better, buddy. Get better. Brevard County sports is always better when you're on the microphone. All right, as we get ready for the national anthem here. All right, that's the national anthem as the teams get set to take the field. Let's tell you a little bit about these two teams. Let's start with the home team, Rockledge Raiders, 6-4 last season. New head coach this year, John Holmes. You may have heard of him. He's coming home, but not after he turned Titusville into a perennial playoff contender. Holmes with a great 3 years as the Terriers head coach, did a terrific job up there. Won 3 playoff games and a career record of 24-11 over 3 seasons. He takes over a Rockledge team last year that 229 yards a game. In terms of total offense. Defensively, Brian Helton comes in to be the defensive coordinator, and you can see Coach Helton down there right now. They are looking to be more aggressive this year. They're always fast and physical. Last year, 19 sacks, 6 interceptions, 18 fumbles. They want to get after the quarterback more. That's Rockledge Raider football. That's what they do. Brian Helton's 3-3 stack going to do that for them this year, especially with the speed he's got out there. And when you look at some of those players on the defensive side of the football, the Tay Harveys, the Drew Colemans, the Zay Floyds, and the Demarion Mannings, that's going to be a young, fast, and physical defense that is absolutely going to get after the quarterback. Offensively, young star Joseph Watkins. You saw Joseph in the spring game and what he's capable of doing. I'm quite sure you're going to see it all again here tonight. For the Heritage Panthers, they got a familiar face at quarterback to Rockledge fans. He was here last year as the signal caller for the Raiders. That's Jordan Padala. The Panthers are led by head coach Michael Benson. Coach Benson is entering his 3rd year as well. They have won back-to-back district championships. Benson's 14-8 over his first 2 seasons. And here's a matchup to keep your eye on tonight. We talked about Brian Helton and the 3-3 stack. Well, Heritage has got a pretty good defensive coordinator, too. His name is Mark Ainsley. He used to be the head coach. By the way, he also runs a 3-3 stack. So keep your eye on the different styles of this defense and exactly what you can expect to see here tonight. As we get ready to go. Yeah. No, I guess not. Got Bones in the back row here tonight with me, watching, observing as the Raiders gets in. Now, in the Kickoff Classic, if the rules are still the same, there's no kickoffs, there's no rushing. The object here is to fine-tune for week 1, not to kill each other. But don't tell that to these guys. Well, I guess they are going to kick off. God love them. I like it. There may not be any returning. So they may not. All right, here we go. Set to kick off here is number 35. Now, I've got a Raiders roster. Unfortunately, it's not in alphabetical order, so you'll have to bear with me. Again, it's the Kickoff Classic for everybody. It's preseason for everybody. And there's a chip shot kick right there that's going to be fielded. And they are going to return kicks tonight. I absolutely love it. That's number 11 for Heritage. He's going to get outside, and he's going to be stacked up. He goes nowhere. On the return there is number 11. That's Marcus Hancock, a senior. And this is where Joseph Padala and the Heritage Panthers offense will take over 1st and 10. And we'll get to see Padala and offensive coordinator Stephen Hughes operate. Ball's going to be placed at the 26, it looks like. So he had a 26-yard line. What's going on, big man? I didn't even recognize you in that, man. Hey, I apologize for leaving your name out of that preview, man. Well, I'm 11:52 to go here in the first quarter. Just underway. Padala in an RPO. I guarantee it's an RPO. We'll see who the back is because this is going to be a back up. Not a great start there for Jordan as the Raiders defense reads out the dropped fumble snap. Preseason for me too. Remember that. Here we go. Right, and I like the up tempo. That's the first thing I'm going to notice is the up tempo from Hughes. Hughes has coached some pretty good quarterbacks in this county. Hunter Turner, for one, at Melbourne, if you remember Hunter, as he had a pretty good run with Hunter Turner. Here we go. And they give. Nice cutback again, still on his feet. Breaks out, he's gone. He's at the 40. The 30. No, he's going to be caught. How about it? Did not give up on the play. But a long run by John White, the 6-foot senior, and he is hauled down by number 10 for the Raiders. That's Caleb Bird. And I got to tell you right now, if it wasn't for Caleb Bird, John White was gone. Right back to the line of scrimmage following the big run. Trips to the left. Padala turns, gives right back to the big back who just scampered 70 yards inside the red zone for the first time tonight on their first possession. Goes Heritage. This is where Heritage struggled mightily last season, and that was turning red zone opportunities into 6 points. They didn't do a very good job of that. And with the schedules both of these teams play, they got to get 6 instead of 3. Padala turns, looks at Stephen Hughes. John White still in the backfield. Did not take a breather after that long run. Padala turns, gives, and White straight up the gut. And he's going to be stopped inside. Looks like number 65 in there making that stop. Again, my roster is not in numerical order. Damon Scott. I'm going to listen for the PA. Third down here, critical third down. And they will not get it. And did he get in? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Panthers. And the man that started the drive finishes it, Jordan White, as the Heritage Panthers convert, and they get 6. And just like that, with 9 minutes to play on the opening drive, the Panthers march 74 yards, nothing, and I mean nothing, in the air on that drive. On for the extra point is Aiden Barrios. Snap, the hold, the kick, and Barrios drills it through. So with 9 minutes left in the first quarter, Heritage strikes first. They lead it 7-0. All right. The Raiders getting set to go on offense here, as I believe it'll probably, this Barrios kicking off. Raiders with two deep. Eli Mitchell back deep, so we get a chance to see the young Eli Mitchell. I believe he wears number 5, and that's on to Grady. And they're going to kick it. They're not even going to kick that. Try to kick that to Eli. And the Raiders will start with great field position at their own 43, as we'll get to see. The young gunslinger, Joseph Watkins. Watkins with a heck of a spring game. A couple of passing and rushing touchdowns. Virgil Marshall, the offensive coordinator. Brian Helton's got the defense under the tent right now. Don't imagine he's happy. They'll fix it. Watkins turns, gives right away, and read nicely inside. But a good spin move to at least pick up 3 yards there. That's a good running back play right there. That's Camden Allen on the carry. Allen stays in the backfield. The Raiders have double split equally to each side. 2 in the slot, 2 outside, and this is going to be Watkins on a keeper himself. Nice cutback again, and that's what the young dynamic signal caller can give you. He was stopped for no gain, stopped on a dime, and then picked up a couple more yards, and he's going to give the Raiders an opportunity here on 3rd and certainly manageable, 3rd and 4. 7:55 to play in the opening quarter. My goodness gracious, can you believe it? It's back. From now until December. Yep, I'm saying it now, until December. 3rd and 4. Watkins drops back to throw, looking in trouble, and he gets out of it, slips, still trying to get there. Is he going to pick this up? He's going to be just short, but a great play not to get sacked. What a play. Number 54 had him, and I can't tell you who number 54 is because I have no idea. Coach Benson assured me the roster was right. 4th down now. And why not? This is the thing they don't talk about, right? Like on chat rooms and things like that. Like it's 4th and 7 in the Kickoff Classic. The Raiders are punting this in a regular season, right? Tonight, it's about getting fine-tuned. Watkins looks, throws. Oh, what an arm. And he was held, and that's 15 yards and a Rockledge Raider first down. Watkins threw that one 45 to 50 yards in the air. And that is a Rockledge Raider first down after the 15-yard penalty for pass interference, holding, whatever you want to call it. That's what it was. And it's a good thing that's actually not a bad play by the DB. He was beat, and he probably prevented a touchdown. I'd go right back after him. So now it's 1st and 10 from the Raiders from the Heritage 38-39. That's the dynamic Joseph Watkins brings. And that's a false start. Young man, he tried, man. He tried to hold up. Mason Palmer just gave it his all there. Oh, they're going to call that on the defense. Okay, there you go. So it'll be 1st and 5 for Rockledge now. So a good job. $7:20 to go. Heritage on top, 7-0. 75-yard run early. That wasn't the touchdown. That set it up. And that time, the Swarm Gang defense, as they are known, had a bevy of Panthers in the backfield. Looks like it was led by number 9, Corday Copeland, the outside linebacker. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 7 after a loss of 2. Watkins wants, gives. Big number 77 up there. You might keep seeing him on your screen. I'm looking for his number. That's O'Marion Bailey. He anchors that left side. And inside of him is Torrey Love. Look at this run. Look at this run. Down the sidelines. Touchdown, Rockledge Raiders. Antonio Brown with a great skip to the outside and a Raider touchdown down the sideline. And with 5:48 to go in the first quarter, it's 7-6. What a speedy move there. It's a nice run. It's Michael Arbor on the kick, snap and hold the kick, and we are tied at 7. 5:48 to go in the first. We'll step aside, get the scoreboard updated back right here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, here we go. 7-7. Looks like we're going to have us a good one here tonight from Chuck Wood Field at McClarty Stadium. The Raiders and the Panthers. Next week, week 1, tonight the Kickoff Classic. Won't work? Use that. You got to take that. I'll send you that. I know. Anything. Yeah, good to see you, man. Good old huddle, man. Some weeks are the greatest thing since sliced bread. Other weeks you want to throw it over the parking lot. Who's the white hat tonight? I didn't either. No. Do you know Mr. Official? I have him. Mike Cornell? Yeah, you want to see all of them? That Mike's good. Yeah, I think so. Mike Cornell, the white hat tonight. And so, great event last week at the MCOA Hall of Fame. Oh, look at this. Straight up, kicked up front. That was Drayvon Lee. I don't ever remember doing a game in the middle of August where there was a breeze and it was about 70 degrees. But that's what it feels like right now. It's crazy. But great event last Saturday night, the MCOA Hall of Fame Awards. Steve Muzzy, president, and always great to be able to MC those, and I thank the MCOA for that. 1st and 10 for Heritage. The Cruise coach. What's going on, buddy? Ball's out. Last season, this was a Heritage offense. They didn't put a lot of statistics. They didn't put any statistics in, to be honest with you. But they were a plus 46 in point differential. And now it's second at about 18 for Padala and company. It's Malik Clark to the right of Padala. You've got two wide receivers split near side, one to the high side. Looks like an H-back in there as well. Padala with a wide receiver screen. And that goes off the hands of Brody Gustad. And Gustad knew he better go get that thing. I was telling a story to Mr. Inman that last game, I'll tell it after this play, about the last game I broadcast here. It's 3rd and forever. Crazy story. Crazy story. I want to thank the Cancer Centers of Brevard, 7 locations. Check them out online at cancerbrevard.com. I mean, obviously, I hope you don't have to, but Padala. Padala. Oh, they had him and they got him. Nice play by the Raiders. Davis got in there, and then they was finished off by number 26. Griggs gets the sack, and whatever ailed that front on the last drive was fixed on this drive, because it's 4th and a trip back to Heritage for a first down, and he barely gets that off. But that's a great punt. I mean, a great punt. That ball's going to roll down to the 30-yard line. About a 39-yard punt, and that's a good one. And the Rockledge Raiders will take over. So the last game I did here was against Cardinal Gibbons in the playoffs, 2nd round. And Jayshon Corbin was the running back for that team. And right before the game started, my phone fell out of the tripod and dropped out this window and went straight down. I had like 8-9 minutes to go get that phone and get back up in the air. Now, if you know the maze to get around these, I made it. Here we go. The Raiders trying to follow up a scoring drive with another right here. Watkins The defense gave them a shutdown inning, so to speak. Great crowd on hand. There's always a great crowd on hand here. .351, and we're getting Raider, and then Heritage is going to get a penalty. What number?
So number 0 is actually Michael Gonzalez.
Okay. Michael Gonzalez, not Antonio Brown. All right. Well, I'm glad she corrected us because he's going to do a lot of damage tonight. Oh, I don't know. I'm nervous. Ball's out and a flag flies. Oh, here it is. So let me fix that. So the touchdown belongs to Michael Gonzalez. We just found out from his, I'm assuming, his mom. I can look forward to that comment on Facebook. And I don't blame her. I do not blame her. So that's a motion penalty on Rockledge. The ball will now be 2nd and 12. Want to thank the Cruise coach, Rich Brzezinski. You see his information on the bottom of the screen there. I can show you Rich here in about a minute. Watkins back. He lets it go. Oh, he caught it. And away he goes. Touchdown, Raiders. Big play and a touchdown. Number 6. Number 6. Number 5. Is that Eli Mitchell? Eli, my man making his mark. Eli Mitchell. If you know Rockledge football, you know the name. What a play. Man, he was 10 steps by the defender. Watkins hit him in stride. Mitchell did the rest. Snap, hold, and the kick is a beaut, Clark. And the Raiders follow up the defense's shutdown inning with a absolutely beautiful 65-yard touchdown. We'll step aside and be right back here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back. The Panthers offense has some work to do. Didn't look great on their second possession, scored on their first. And the Rockledge Raiders offense has been pure gold tonight. On the ground and in the air, we've seen it all thus far. 14-7, and still 3:05 to play. And that's a great kick, fielded at the goal line. Touchdowns by Eli Mitchell and Michael Gonzalez. So 2:58 to go here. Let's give you an update, if I can, on Cocoa leads Bradford 3-0 in the first quarter. Cocoa, I think that's Cocoa driving. 2:58. And that Raiders defense clogs the middle. And down in Palm Bay, Vieira has just scored. And looks like they're going to take a 14-7 lead over Palm Bay if they can get the extra point off. And what's that? Are you good? You good? What? Yeah. Oh, Vieira and Palm Bay. Yeah. Oh, this is all interactive. You say anything you want. Torrey Love on that last one, and it is 2nd and 11 for Padala. Right now, the Panthers working off of negative yards in terms of the offense the last two drives. Padala looking, little flare out to the back, and the Raiders read it beautiful. I mean, that is what the Rockledge Raiders want from their defense. That is pursuit. I mean, that's great coverage on that. Looked like Reginald Clark in there on the stop, and everybody else. There's a yellow flag down. It's going to be a hold against Heritage. John Holmes says, push them back, push them way back. So they're going to take them. It's going to be 2nd down and 22. Panthers. Glad you could be with us tonight for the Kickoff Classics. 4 games, 3 on YouTube, 1 on Facebook. You can't have more than one live stream on Facebook running at a time anymore. So that's why we made the switch last year to YouTube and have spent the last 7 or 8 months playing around with it, and we're pretty happy. .125 timeout on the field. Got a full slate for you in week 1 next week as well. We'll be over at Merritt Island for Merritt Island and Cocoa. We'll be at Vieira. I'll be on the call for Vieira and Rockledge next week. The Backyard Brawl, that game is called. Can you still call it that? So we get the Raiders back-to-back weeks here on Brevard Sports Network. Man, it feels good out, doesn't it? I mean, you're not going to get any complaints out of me about the way it feels outside. So Padala facing a 2nd and 22 right now. Throws. Caught. Not taking a lot of chances. And, maybe Coach Hughes doesn't want to show anything in the Kickoff Classic. Maybe it's just a matter of fine-tuning some things here tonight. But now they're facing 3rd and behind the sticks again. Long 15, and the ball not in very favorable territory for Heritage either. Rockledge with a couple of long touchdowns lead this one 14-7. And Padala looking, fires. Intercepted right in. Oh, he dropped it. Rockledge had it. He had it. Yes, yep. Trying to run with it before he had it. The old evil. He saw 6 before. Yeah. Oh, did he? He didn't catch it. Okay. All right. A near pick there, and now the Panthers will be forced to punt. Oh, so close. Back deep is Michael Gonzalez. He's already got a touchdown. Another good punt. This one not as far, but certainly will keep Gonzalez from returning it. And the Raiders will again have good field position. I think the larger concern here is the throw. And I think Coach Hughes will talk to Jordan Padala. An uncharacteristic read by Padala. Threw it right to him. So they'll get that figured out. And we'll step aside and be right back here. 59 seconds to play in quarter number 1. All right, a quick 30 seconds. If it was even 30 seconds. 59 seconds to go, first half. Great to be with you tonight. Thank you for joining me. First and 10 for the Raiders from their own 41. New back. Is that the same back? Oh, okay. Who is that? Is it? Okay. Cam Allen on the carry. Split formation again. Second and 8. Watkins looks, slides, throws. Oh, and Coach Verge is going to want to talk to Joseph about that throw, and he does. But that's why we have these games, to iron these things out. And that's another dropped interception. The young man did 10 push-ups, but 3rd and 8 now. The Raiders have been pretty good on 3rd down tonight. Watkins, plenty of time, plenty of arm, and too far. And that'll bring up 4th down and 8, and the Raiders will punt as Aiden Barrios, the junior kicker punter, comes onto the field. Coco leads at 6-0 now. Vieira on top of Palm Bay, 21-7. Boy, that escalated quickly, didn't it? Snap. Good punt, end over end. Oh, it hit him. That's a free ball. And that's a Raider football. That is a Rockledge Raider football. That hit him. And nice hustle by the Raiders to get down there and recover it. Zion Lavore got down there and recovered the football, and all of a sudden the Raiders are in the red zone. Great hustle. You give up on that, you don't make that play. And that's the end of the first quarter. We'll switch sides. We'll be right back on Brevard Sports Network.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
All right, I'll fix the quarter on the next stoppage. I'm busy running my mouth and didn't change the quarter. I know it probably shocks a lot of you. So 1st and goal for the Raiders from the 8. Number 8 with Cam Allen. And it pitches to Allen. Allen down inside. Is he close? He's down to the 1. He's close. Raiders in their Columbia blue jerseys. Heritage won this game last year, 21-3. They're going to have to get on their offensive horse tonight. Because if the Raiders put one in here, that's a 2-touchdown lead. Second and goal from the 1. Cam Allen and Joseph Watkins. The give is to Allen. Head first. Touchdown. Rockledge Raiders. And with 10:56 to play in the first half, the Raiders lead it 20-7. I think he pushed that one right. Yeah, no good. All right, so that one pushed right. 10:56 to go. Raiders up 20-7. All righty, welcome back to Chuck Wood Field at McClarty Stadium. Alan Slaughter-Zinski, Andre Bones Xavier with you. Bones is here. He's observing tonight. Bones is off to Europe on Friday for his 30th birthday. Happy birthday, Bones. Hope you got a chance to catch his piece on Javion Cooper the other night. An outstanding job. Looking forward to having Bones do some more work with Brevard Sports Network. Little pooch kick, fielded at the 30, and he'll get out across the 35, maybe to the 37. And this is where the Heritage Panthers got to get something started and figured out quickly, folks. Did not look really good on their last 2 drives. And if you are indeed going to be having issues like they've had on the last 2 drives, this is the game to do it. Definitely give you some tape to work with. So it's 1st and 10 for Padala. Oh, straight hole up the middle. Good burst of speed there and a good run. That's a 9-yard gain on 1st down by Kaiser Birch. And that opens up the playbook a little bit. Check that. That's number 12. My apologies. That would be Malik Clark. Not 2. That was 12. We got a player down. 10:35. Coming up tomorrow on the Brevard Sports Network, it's Pop Warner football. We've got satellite youth football tomorrow. Caleb Brown will be on the call all day long. And when I mean all day, I mean all day. Caleb gets out of the studio, picks up the equipment, jumps out of the studio about 7 o'clock, and he doesn't drop it back off till about 9 o'clock at night. It's a day, man, but he loves doing it. I did it for 4 years, called youth football for 4 years, and I got 2 Saturdays this year I'm working. But, whew, man. Field looks great. There's the sun. It would come out just to annoy us. It's the only reason it's doing what it's doing. And the young man is coming off. Actually, it was a 1st down he picked up, so it's 1st and 10. I always like 2nd and 1. Padala turns, gives again, same play. This time fixed. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Wow. Boy, it sure did come back out. It ain't often I put sunglasses on to do a broadcast. But, yeah, it ain't often you see a line like that either. Second and 8. That's crazy, ain't it? Padala throws. Nice. I don't know that you could see it, but that was just a little timing route where Padala throws it. Kaiser Birch turned, and the ball was there. I know you didn't see it because I can't see it. But Kaiser Birch turned, and he was there and right back to the line of scrimmage. That's a good play call, nicely executed. And Heritage now moving the football, and that's going to be a false start because everybody moved but the center. Yep, center didn't snap the ball. That's going to back him up 5 yards. It's another thing Coach Benson told me at their media day last Friday night that they wanted to work on this year, and that was being a more disciplined football team, a football team that didn't make those kinds of mistakes. Padala looks over to Coach Hughes, gets the change of play. 1st and 15 now. Oh, great stop on the far side. Read and react, and that's exactly what he did. The Raider outside linebacker, Blackwell. Natavius Blackwell with an open field tackle that was a thing of beauty there, and it's immediately 2nd and 12. 8:24 to play in the first half. Coming up at halftime, absolutely nothing. Everybody going to take a break. Room to run. It's going to set up third manageable after the run by Malik Clark. So 3rd and 4 for the Panthers here, and I would think this is probably 4-down territory. I know it's 4-down territory. Padala. That is all kinds of wicked evil looking on the screen right now with that sun coming in, man. That is nuts. Quick pitch, going to try and pick it up that way. And the Raiders defense, it'll be close, but it'll bring up 4th and 1. Raiders defense did a nice job of closing there. Fourth down. And the Panthers, 4th and 1. Big play here. And they're going to take a timeout to discuss it, which is a wise thing to do. All right, 6:50 to go in the half. Big 4th and 1 here as 4th and 1s go in Kickoff Classics. But I hope you can see it. I mean, you can kind of see it through the haze there. And so my apologies. I'm going to have a conversation with Apollo this week, and we'll get everything fixed. 4th and 1. Padala. Tried the same play again. It'll work this time, but not by much. First down. Nice job picking the first down up. So they'll move the chains. And the Panthers, the Panthers are inside the Cruise Coach red zone. Oh, he got back. I know this works for Heritage. It's an offense where you look up every play and look at the Suns. But as a quarterback, it would have drove me nuts. You know what I'm saying? My lack of patience would not have allowed for it to look up on every play, you know? I mean, that's their rhythm. That's what they do. It works for them, right? But, yeah, that would drive me nuts. I got the play. Let's go. You know? NASCAR. That's right. We had an audible back in the day where our entire the call for me at the line was, I'll tell you here in a second after this play. Oh, that's a little reverse there. Nice play. What an ankle tackle. Heck of an ankle tackle. Travion Rainey. See what the flag is here. Holding on Heritage. They'll back them up. It'll be 2nd and 15. And I don't know if you've ever seen Cheers, but one of our things, we did characters in television shows, and my favorite audible was a quick pop to the tight end underneath on a little 10-yard curl, and that was Norm! 5 minutes on the dot to play in half number 1. And the Panthers not helping themselves with these penalties. They have moved themselves right back, I think, just outside the red zone here, or close to it. Ball at about the 21. Padala throws, let him, and nice job across the middle. That's 15 yards for a first down. Or no, that's did he catch? Is that intercepted or what? Oh, first down. Okay, I saw the official was moving his arm. I'm like, did he turn it over? No, the Panthers, Padala with a first down. Man, we're getting close to that being complete. Yep, there we go. Literally 45 seconds to a minute. It's gone. Oh, wide open. Touchdown. Heritage Panthers. Great read by Padala. And he hits Nathaniel Owens. And the Panthers with a much-needed touchdown. I tell you what, I thought Padala was going right with that football. And he went back left. And nobody was there. And able to catch the ball, turn, and lay across the goal line for 6 points. 3:56. And again, I can't stress enough how critical that touchdown is. Snap, hold, kick is good. And with 3:56, the Panthers have cut the lead to 6. Back with the kickoff here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back to Chuck Wood Field at McLarty Stadium. Alan Slaughter-Zinski with you here. Now, if the band plays at halftime, we will show that. If the band and the cheerleaders, we always show the bands. Always show the band. So if they play at halftime, you will see the band. I promise you that. And hear them. Not really much to see them if you can't hear a band, right? I mean, the formations are great. This is Eli Mitchell. They kick to him, and this is why Eli Mitchell is electric. Eli down the sidelines. Look at him go. Look at him go. He could go all the way. 89-yard touchdown, Eli Mitchell. How about it? What a run back. 90 total yards. He's something else. He is something else. Saw that young man score not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 touchdowns and a half in a youth Super Bowl championship game. Yeah, it's crazy. Freshman. Absolutely crazy what that young man can do. And that's how you answer. That's how you answer. His brother was a great back here, too. 26-14. And they're young. Rockledge is young. Kick. And 27-14. Back in a moment. All right, welcome back to Brevard Sports Network. Following the 90-yard kickoff return by Eli Mitchell, and with 3:43 to play in the half, the Raiders have extended the lead back to 13 again as the young freshman shows you why he is something else. Little pooch kick there, and fielded and tackled. Thank you. 3:39 now. Tell you what, they're going to go on the road to open the season for 4 weeks. They're going to play some really tough teams this year, but they're going to play them young. They're going to play them early, and it's going to be a lot of fun watching this Rockledge Raider football team. First, it was a nice drive by Padala the last time. And let's see if he can execute another one here with 3:30 to go in the half. Padala seemed to find his footing a little bit offensively on that last drive, completing a couple of passes and mixing it up. Coach Stephen Hughes mixed it up really, really nice in terms of the play calling. (27-14) is our score here. You know, I mad respect to the Heritage backs. They're fighting for every yard that they pick up tonight, and the Raiders defense doing a nice job. Even if they don't make the tackle at the point of contact, there seems to be somebody else there ready to make the tackle. So the backs are getting hit and then tackled, and the backs are bouncing off the initial tackle. So you're seeing good things both ways from both these teams. 3rd and 5, 2:16 to play. Padala play action, looks, fires, nice pass, first down. It was a nice touch to the sidelines from Jordan Padala to, I believe that was number 0. That's Nathaniel Owens. And 2 minutes. Clock will stop to move the chains. And then they'll start it again on the official signal. Or he might have got out of bounds, too. Did he? Okay. So he's out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock. So a heads-up play there, pick up the first down, and then get out of bounds. Coming up, the band is going to play, so we are – oh, ball's out and recovered by the Raiders. And with 2:04 to go, Rockledge will have a chance to put More points on the board as the ball is recovered. That is the third time tonight. Second time tonight the Raiders have recovered a fumble. Second time tonight there's been a miscue at the snap. That's a nice shot. Yeah, gorgeous night. That's just cool looking. Here we go. You better believe Watkins is going to look to push this thing in. No doubt about that. Wants it, little wide receiver out, and Heritage was all over it. Number 23, pretty tickled. He should be. That's Taze Brown in there. And that'll be a loss. That is the only loss that we've seen tonight that wasn't a penalty on an offensive play by Rockledge, I believe. So 1:33, about 90 seconds to go in the half. The clock is running. Keep your eye down here to the bottom of the screen where the Raiders have 3 pass catchers lined up. Watkins looking that way immediately and goes that way. And it's caught. What a play. Unbelievable. What a play. Just great execution. Matthew Ford on the catch. And Rockledge down inside the red zone with 1:08 to go. I mean, perfect. 1st and 10, ball at the 17. Inside the Dean Stewart Photography red zone here. And we're going to get whistles. Timeout, Heritage Panthers. So, there is just not a lot to not like about what the Rockledge Raiders are doing tonight, especially on the offensive side of the football. Coach Marshall has got to be pleased. Coach Holmes, I saw him coming down the sidelines clapping his hands, so I know he's happy. All right, here we go. Watch that one-on-one coverage to the outside out there. I know they got trips on the left, but I'm looking. If I'm a quarterback, I'm looking at that one-on-one all day. And now that's going to be a false start against the Raiders, so it'll back them up. That's Eli Mitchell out there, too. I don't know that I would leave him in one-on-one coverage. It's Elijah Parks out there guarding. Parks is pretty good, but I think you need a double team against Eli. Trips stacked inside. Watkins, play action, throws across the middle, caught again. Ford thrown out, close to being out of bounds. So 31 seconds to go here. I don't really think the first down is what they're after here, obviously, with just 31 seconds. So down, it's 2nd and 7. That's the down and distance. But this is really, for all intent and purpose, 2nd and 14 because that's where the ball's at. So they want in the end zone. So that's where they're going. And they pick up, I mean, you got about 2, maybe 3 plays left here. So we'll see what Coach Marshall does and how they execute this. But you got to think they have a bevy of options with the talent we've seen here tonight. Ford, Mitchell, Cam Allen, any one of them, Watkins, any one of them capable of taking that ball across the goal line. 2nd and 7, 31 seconds. Oh, they gave him to him on a jet sweep. Gets outside. He does get out of bounds. Not a bad play call. The Raiders have been successful running to the sidelines tonight, so you give it a try. And if you aren't able to make the turn, you get out of bounds, you stop the clock. You only killed 5 seconds there, so good play call. Now I think you got to throw the ball here. Ford on the outside, trips, far side right. And Cam Allen in the backfield. Throws. And that's I was going to say, he was on his back. And that's going to be half the distance. And a first down for the Rockledge Raiders. And Ford, I don't know that he would have caught that ball, but he certainly would have had a shot at it. He certainly would have had a shot at it. So that's going to be pass interference, half the distance, 1st and goal, ball at the 12 now, 21 seconds to play in the half. Watkins brings them back out. And, yeah, that's an option, too. You also have a good field goal kicker. So, but now you got 21 seconds to get in. Uh-oh. That's on Heritage. So, wow. All right. Rockledge 5 yards closer now. 1st and goal from the 4. 3.5 for 4. Watkins trucks the play back in. He's got number 2 in the backfield with him. Raheem Cutter. The give is to Cutter. Outside, walks in. Touchdown, Raiders. So a nice convert there off a turnover, and the Raiders are 2 for 2 on pot. Points off turnovers. And it's 33-14. With 6 perfectly executed 90-second drive. And that one is booted down the street, and it's 16 seconds, and the score is Rockledge 34, Heritage 14. Welcome back here, Chuck Wood Field at McClarty Stadium with the Rockledge Raiders. I mean, we got 16 seconds to play in the first half, and the Rockledge Raiders got 34 points on the board, and they have all come from the offense. Oh, my goodness. You could hear that head popping from up here. And little pooch on cider, if you will. And Heritage with 16 seconds. Let's try to do something here. I don't know. Maybe take a knee and regroup. So coming up at halftime, it is going to be the Rockledge Marching Raiders. And you'll hear them and see them right here on Brevard Sports Network. "16 seconds. Not a lot in the playbook for this. Padala. Look at that arm. That's a nice arm, but Padala with that one, 50 yards in the air, 10 seconds to go. I imagine we'll see a little more of that, maybe this time to the right side. Hey, you catch one of those, give you a little momentum going into the second half. You can pick up a cheap one here, catch a DB sleeping. I wouldn't want to be the DB called sleeping, but I've seen it happen. Now they're just going to give it off, and this will end the half. And that, or will it? Nope, sure won't. So Heritage is going to take another shot here. Ball's at the Raider 39. So, yeah, I mean, look, you throw one up here, right? And so now your playbook opens up just a little bit. Maybe put one up across the middle. Maybe you draw a defensive pass interference. Half can end on a defensive penalty. Puts you 15 yards closer. You're at the 39. Takes you down to the 25. It's a kickoff classic. Let your kicker try a 40-yard field goal. Or throw up another one. That's why you take that timeout down by 20. You better believe Coach Bench is going to get everything out of that clock and his players. I don't know that I'd want to be them at halftime, but Coach Benson is they'll make some adjustments. He'll have something to say to them. There it is, Podologist. Oh, wow, that's what I'm talking about, huh? But out of bounds. That's a great play there. Great play. Padala may have lessened the impact of halftime speech with that play there, but it's been all Rockledge Raiders in the first half as they lead it 34-14. We'll be back right after the band sets up here on Brevard Sports Network.
Musical selections to include Get Ready by the Temptations, I'll Be There, I Want You Back, and ABC by the Jackson 5.
Tonight's going to be a Motown tribute.
Drum majors Lorraine Allenson and Cristiano Gonzalez. Is your band ready? You may begin your performance.
All right, nice job by the Raider Regiment tonight. A little tribute to Motown. You got to hear a little bit of Jackson 5 in there, and that's always some good stuff there. Looking across trying to find some local scores here tonight. Do not see them. All right, we'll be back with the start of the second half in about 10 minutes here on Brevard Sports Network. All right, 49 seconds until halftime is over. 34-13. Want to thank all of our great sponsors, Dean Stewart Photography, the Cruise Coach, Rich Brzezinski, of course, Chrissy Lindback, and so many others that we are grateful to for helping Brevard Sports Network bring you great productions like this each and every week. 24 minutes left here to go. And the Kickoff Classic next week, it gets underway for real. One head coach has got to be real happy with what he sees. The other one, probably a little concerned about his defense. But I will say this. When you get the likes of players like Eli Mitchell, JoJo Watkins, Mike Ford, and many others, those are some hard youngsters to stop. And the Rockledge Raiders, listen, they're young and they're talented. Actually, here we go. All right. I want to thank the Cancer Care Centers of Brevard. 7 locations. Visit cancercarebrevard.com. And the good news, if you're a Raiders fan, is you get the ball back to start the second half. I don't think they'll be kicking it deep to number 5. I know I wouldn't. As Aiden Barrios comes on the kick. Barrios has got a leg now. 34-14 is our score. The Raiders with 2 touchdowns off of Heritage turnovers. One on a muffed punt, another off of a fumble recovery. A JoJo Watkins big touchdown pass. And a big touchdown run by Miguel Gonzalez. And that's where we are. And we are off with the second half kickoff. All right. That was a whole lot of stuff going on out there, trying to follow it all. Let there be light. I didn't know. I ain't been in the press box in a while. I was like, I ain't going to be the guy that turns the light on. That at MCC, you get hurt for that. Mr. Ziarno. Love Mr. Z down there, but he does not like that light on in the press box. 1st and 10 at the 30. Huh? He does not like that light on. Watkins pump fakes. You see this? Look at this. Look at this. Up. Intercepted. Too far. I'll tell you what, that's good. That's just an outstanding play by the defensive back because he turned into a receiver. He had to be a receiver. And that's number 4, and there is no number 4 on my roster. And Watkins, I think and that's a sophomore mistake there. Watkins just waited a little too long to get rid of the football, and the consequence of that was he threw it short. The flip side of the equation is for Heritage, he played that ball perfectly, just like a wide receiver, hauling that ball in. And that's a good play. That's a really good play. And now Heritage turns them over immediately on the first play of the second half, and now they got to take advantage. Trips over here, but the give is inside. Game's starting to get a little bit chippy out there. So a gain of a yard here, and Padala brings them right back to the line. 11:20 to go in the third. Got a flag we're going to get. Offsides on Rockledge. So not the start to the second half Coach Holmes wanted to see. A turnover and now a penalty on defense. 2nd and 5 for Heritage. 4.5. Padala with a nice dart over to the sidelines. Oh, my goodness, great. That's 15 more. I mean, that's a heck of a hit, but that's 15 more. And you got to be a little more disciplined than that. And that's going to be a first down for Heritage. And the Heritage Panthers will now cross the midfield mark thanks to the penalty. And I think that was feet overhead on that one. So that's 2 straight penalties on Rockledge, 20 yards they have given the Panthers on this drive. Panthers have got to take advantage of this. So the ball will cross the midfield mark and be downed at the Rockledge 46. 10:45 to go in the third quarter. Padala with a back to his right. 2 wide receivers far side. Looks over at Coach Hughes, gets the play. The back to his right is John White. White will now shift to Padala's left. Nathaniel Owens, the receiver near side, to give straight up the gut. It's a gain of about 4, maybe 5. And it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Panthers. Ball down to the 43, it looks like. So a gain of 5. It's 4, solid 4, 2nd and 6, yeah, sure is. Padala. Play action from Padala. Pump fakes from Padala. Throws open. Receiver comes back to the ball. Tell you what, Nathaniel Owens was open. He was past the DB, and Padala underthrew him. So Heritage 3rd and 6, unless it was supposed to be some sort of a turn and comeback, but that was one-on-one coverage, and I think Owens is kind of voicing his frustration with his arms there. He had him beat, that's for sure. Play action. Padala rolls to his left, looks, fires, throws, and dropped that time. That ball was a perfect dart from Padala, and Kaiser Birch drops it, and that'll bring up 4th and 6, and down by 20. You got to go for this. And so that's kind of been the way. That's kind of the night it's been for the Heritage offense, and And they are going to go for it. 4th and 6. That was a nicely executed play all the way to the end. 9:40 to play in the third. Padala pumps, throws, caught. That forward progress looks like a first down. We'll see if he's given it. And he is. Nice job by Padala to get that ball to the sticks. Well, maybe not. They're going to measure. I thought he hooked around the chain there, but now that doesn't mean that the chain didn't move out of the way. And if that's the case, then maybe he is a little short. But we'll zoom in here and just see what happens, because that was 4th down. And if he is short, that will be right off football. He ain't got far to go to bring the sticks out, that's for sure. Yep. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, it is that close. First down, Heritage. Oh, man. Oh, that's funny. I mean, that's about as close as it can be right there. And you want robo-umps. And get out of here, man. There's nothing that beats the human element of marking a ball or calling a ball in a strike. 1st and 10. Give up the gut. And that's a great run right there. Outstanding job. Trayvon Lee, the freshman. And there is plenty of competition in that Heritage backfield right now as Lee picks up 8. And the Panthers putting together a nice drive here, taking advantage of some penalties, and that's what you have to do. And Padala is doing it. Doubles, stack near side. You see him right here. One back in the backfield. Padala gives. Oh, what a run. Great run. And that's another 10, 12 yards. And again, it's Trayvon Lee, the freshman. Shifty and quick. And down inside the Cancer Care Centers of Brevard red zone goes Lee. Touchdown would loom large here, especially if the Panthers defense can hold the Raiders. And the peek over. We did get everything out of that play clock. 1st and 10. Padala. Yeah, why not keep feeding him? Look at that little side step there, huh? Huh? That's a heck of a play by him. I mean, whoop! And that'll be 1st and goal for Heritage. And this is the drive of Trayvon Lee. So it'll be 1st and goal for Heritage. This is the best drive of the night for the Panthers. Somebody didn't get set, I don't think. Nope, timeout. Timeout on the field here. So with a timeout on the field, 7:15 to play at the third. The Panthers are threatening. 34-14, Rockledge on top. Scared myself there with the black screen. All right, welcome back. 7:15 to go. Alan Slaughter-Zinski live with you here from Chuckwood Field at McClarty Stadium as the Heritage Panthers are looking to push this one in the end zone here to complete a drive that started with a turnover and interception. The Raiders got the opening kickoff, and then a long pass was picked off. Lee again, and he will pick up 4. So 2nd and goal from the 4 now. Yeah, you got to keep feeding him. I mean, 4 yards a clip. Lee, oh, nice stop that time. He gets there, and he'll be stopped at the 2, maybe the 1.5. So it's 3rd down and goal, and now the Raiders are trying to come up with a goal line stand here while the Panthers are trying to finish it off, and it looks like they've brought in the big guys. That's number, I think, 8. I think that's John White, the running back. White with it, keeps inside. Does he get in? Indeed! Touchdown! Heritage Panthers. And with 5:56 to play in the 3rd, the Panthers have cut it to 14 pending the extra point. Great drive. Great answer drive off the interception by Heritage. Barrios for the extra point. Barrios got, can he get in though? No, they're not going to let him. All right, well, they're going to get to do it again. They may get to try this again. That's helmet to helmet. This is going to go against Rockledge, I believe, for helmet to helmet. And if that's the case, then the Panthers will get to kick again or try again, or they may not want to. They may go for 2. Let's see what happens here. Here comes the head official. And he's going to talk to Michael Benson, and this is going to go against, I don't know who this is going to, I have no idea now. We'll see. Dead ball personal foul against Rockledge. Decline after the play, so they won't get another try at it on the kickoff. So 34-20 now. We got Panthers defense got to come up big. Back in a moment.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
So Heritage will be kicking off from the Rockledge 45, and I expect to see some sort of an onside kick here. 5:56, and Looking at Torrey Love. Torrey Love in the middle. So we'll see how this goes. Chip shot. Ball's on the ground. Out. Heritage has it. Heritage has it. Not an onside kick, but it works. And the Panthers do one better. They get the ball right back. Barrios with perfect placement. And here comes Heritage. Okay, so the second half, if you're a Rockledge fan, has certainly not started the way you want it. And if you're Heritage, you got to convert here. I know I keep saying you got to convert, but you are down by 2 touchdowns. So this one is huge. 5:54 to play in the third quarter. Heck of a ball game we got brewing here tonight on Brevard Sports Network. Thank you for joining us. And that's Lee again, and his burst of speed is good for 6. 2nd and 4. .528 and counting. Actually, the gain was 4, so it's 2nd and 6. And they take a peek over to Coach Hughes. Leaf churns and fights his way, picks up just 1. 3rd and 5. Torrey Love on the tackle. Marcel Evans checked that. Marcel Evans. And we got a cramp. You know how you can tell it's a cramp? Because his leg is sticking straight up in the air. It is that time of the year. 4:42 to go. And I can't find any when I say out of town, I can't find any scores. Florida Today's not doing a live scoreboard. So I don't know where to find any scores. So if you know any scores, put them in the comment section of the live chat. See what we got here. See if my guy Josh is. Oh yeah, Josh is doing pretty good. Coco leads Bradford 13-7. Vieira 45, Palm Bay 20. O'Galley on top of Plantation 12-8. So those are what I don't have anything on anybody else but those 3 right now. So it's 3rd and 3 for Heritage. Padala turns, he dropped the ball, still out. And that is going to bring up 4th down. That's the 3rd time tonight the Panthers have had trouble with the snap. That would have been big time had they not been able to corral that one in. So now it's 4th down, and you almost feel like 4th and 9. You don't need a touchdown here. Just go get the 9 yards. Padala looks over, and we're going to get a timeout. And that's a good timeout by Michael Benson to talk about this. While there's a timeout on the field, I'm going to keep searching for scores. Right back. All right, here we go. 4th and 9. 3:58 to play in the third. 4th down and 9. Oh, nice little play action throws. Caught. Touchdown, Heritage. What a play. What a play. What a play. And as PA announcer said, needed 9 but got yards, but got 6 points. Great throw from Padala. How about the catch from Nathaniel Owens? And now it's a one-score game. Snap. Oh, they did it again. They cannot get this snap right. Throws, intercepted, could be 2. Nope. And now it's an 8-point game. Having trouble with that tonight. But the big news, they recovered that kick. And the Raiders have had one play offensively here in the second half. 34-26. It's definitely been a tale of two halves for both of these teams, each capitalizing on the mistakes of the other. The Raiders obviously much more so in the first half, and now Heritage on Rockledge in the this is what you'll get with two young football teams, and these are both very young football teams. (34-26), 3:52, a 3-touchdown lead down to 8 points. (19 unanswered for Heritage. And this is an answer drive coming up for Rockledge. Kicker said, all right, man, let's do this. There we go. And it falls again. Now he's going to have to hold it if it falls this time. This is the last time they're going to let that go. If that falls, then they're going to have to hold it. And here we go. And they're going to chip it again. And this time it's hauled in. I may have kicked that one deep because you've given the Raiders great field position here Rockledge will take over 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. So here comes Joseph Watkins for just the second time this half. One play and an interception earlier in the half, which led to a Panthers touchdown. 34-26 is our score. I knew this would be a good game. Here we go. Watkins, there's an I formation behind him. And that hand, oh my goodness. That is just pure nastiness coming up the middle. That's Amir Parker, the D end, coming in and just ripping the shreds, whatever. That's the first time tonight I've seen the Raiders not inside the goal line run and play from the I formation, and it did not go well. A loss of 1. .3:11 to go and running here in the third. JoJo Watkins. Little jet sweep. Read well, but Michael Gonzalez with the carry. Broke that for a touchdown earlier. We got pushing and shoving down here. Discipline, discipline, discipline. The discipline team this half has been Heritage. .248. Lost in the shuffle there was a short gain. 3rd down, and that was a gain of about 5. But they were coming from behind the sticks. Here comes the white hat in to just talk things over here. I want to thank Rockledge High School for allowing me to broadcast tonight. Athletic Director Greg Claiborne. 3rd and 7. Watkins back, throws, little out route, caught by Ford, and Ford with the first down across midfield. Nice play. And he'll get all the way down to the Heritage Panther 33, and that's a good timing route there. Watkins threw it, and Ford was there. He's out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock with 2:39 to play. Watkins on an RPO, keeps it. Picks up 3, 2nd and 7. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Nowhere to go. Well, he picked up 1, maybe 2, and that Heritage defense bending now, but not breaking yet. Raiders going to have to break them to get in. It's a one-score game at 34-26. It's actually been 14 unanswered by Heritage with 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Will the fourth quarter be a Panther quarter or will it be a Raider quarter? We're about to find out here as the Raiders face 3rd and 5. 2-down territory here. Definitely they'll go for this on 4th down if they don't make it. Watch Ford across the middle here. Watch Watkins. They are spread out nicely here to the right. Eli Mitchell to the far outside, and Ford at the top of your screen. Options galore here for JoJo. Looks, fires, throws out, and he just overthrew everybody. That's one of those plays that you practice, and you probably need a couple weeks before it works, and now it's 4th and 6. But a good job by the Heritage Panthers to change whatever they did defensively there because nobody was open. So now it's 4th and 5. We'll call it a long 5, short 6 here. Whistles, and we're going to get a timeout, I believe. No? Yes. John Holmes wants a timeout to talk about this 4th down. The momentum right now with the Heritage Panthers back in 30 here on BSN. All right, welcome back. 56 seconds to go. 4th down and 5.5. Somebody tried to tell me earlier that the Rockledge Raiders' offensive line wasn't big. I don't see anything but size on that offensive line up front. They are big. So I'm going to have a conversation with that man. 40 seconds, Watkins, and that's not a good decision by JoJo Watkins, and they're not going to be happy with him on that play. And he's getting an earful now as John Holmes walks. Watkins, that's just a play that, I don't know what happened, but you saw it. Yeah. So 36 seconds, and Heritage gets the ball back. A chance to go on a game-tying drive here now for Padala, he has led this offense down the field here in each of the last two drives. Now, $60 combined points on the board. If you had the over-under in this one of 60, well, first of all, if you told me that there would be 60 points on the board between these two teams, I would tell you you're nuts. But here we go. I mean, last year the offense has just struggled. But that may not be the case this season. I mean, we haven't had any defensive touchdowns either, so it's been all offense. And that's the end of the third quarter. As I said, will it be a Panther quarter or a Raider quarter? Back in 2 minutes here on Brevard Sports Network.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching Brevard Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
Well, you heard it right from the mouth of the 23-time tag team champion, Devon Dudley. Testify. Here we go. 12 minutes on the clock. Will it be the offense of Heritage or the defense of the Raiders on this drive? Big statement to be made here on second and about 4. Caught underneath. No? Yes? Yes, they said caught. First down. Great job by number 2 there. I believe that's Kaiser Birch with the catch. And Padala put that only where Birch could catch it. 1st and 10, right back to the line. No pull up this time. Padala snaps the ball, gives the lead, and the Raiders chase him down and keep the shifty back to a gain of about a half yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 9. (16-7) Cocoa over Bradford in the 4th quarter. Second and 9. Vieira all over Palm Bay. And outside of that, O'Galley was beating Plantation by 4, 12-8. 2nd and 9. Padala turns, gives to Lee again. Lee, and again, he is stopped. Xavier Floyd with a great ankle tackle. And I tell you what, the Raiders defense tightening up now. 3rd and 9. Big play here. I got to tell you, with 10:41 to go, if you don't make it here, I think you got to try and flip the field and pin the Raiders back deep. I would not go for this. What does that say? I think it's 52-20 Vieira over Palm Bay. And Padala, bad snap again. He gets rid of it. Throws, caught. Nice timing pattern. Gain of other Heritage first down. What a critical 3rd down conversion that was. Padala looking phenomenal out there throwing the ball in the 3rd quarter. That's the Jordan Padala I wanted to see. Confidence gained. 9:56, moving the offense. Turns, gives to Lee. And Lee shifts his way down for a gain of 7. That is a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. 9:38 and running. Heritage down by 8. Seven yards, call it. 2nd and 3. Actually checked that. That was John White on the carry, not Lee. White in the backfield. They better hurry. Tipped and intercepted. What a great athletic play. Tipped and then intercepted. Hauled in by number 11. Jordan Waters. And the Rockledge Raiders create their own break there. And on a tip Jordan Padala pass, Waters corrals it in. And that ends a great Heritage drive. 9:01. And now JoJo White will come back out where they haven't generated much offense this quarter, this half. It's the fourth quarter. I got to fix that. Turns, gives. Stopped. Second and 6, you'll take that 4 yards all day. 4 times 3 is 12. Somebody's got a megaphone. Oh, isn't that great? Second and 6. Watkins keeps it himself, pulls it back, tries to get outside, pushed out of bounds. Be 3rd and 5 if he picked up a yard. Big 3rd down here for Watkins and company. 4 wide receivers, doubles that split equally to each side. Watkins drops, throws, a little comeback there, and that's the pass tonight that the Raiders are working on that have given them trouble is that comeback, that stopping, just little hit. It's just a little hitch, and it's a timing thing. And, you know, they got film to look at it. They'll be okay. So now they're going to punt. And Heritage should have good field position. I might send a house here. They got 2 guys back. One is number 4, who I don't know. Nice spiraling kick. Will get out to at least the 50. Takes a Raider bounce down to the Heritage 44-yard line. And with 8:07, Joseph Padala's defense has his back and forces the Raiders on a 3-and-out following the interception. And this is where they'll start again, back in 30. All right, Joseph Padala. This is where quarterback's got to be a goldfish. Got to have short memories. Although I'm led to believe that recent research has indicated goldfish have decent memories for some reason. Padala, play action. And nice move, Padala. Tries to truck somebody, but he's going to pick up 10 yards. And a Heritage first down. He crosses midfield. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And what a gutsy play by the senior signal caller. Padala just pulled it and ran with it. Not known for using his feet, but he certainly did there and did it to the advantage of the Panther offense. 1st and 10 at the Rockledge 45. Padala calls it. Looks over to Coach Hughes. 7:20 and change, or 7:20 and change and moving the clock. Oh, beautiful lightning in the distance. We got us a good one here. 60 combined points on the board. But the Raiders with 34 of them. Quick pitch. And that's a good tackle. Great job. Wait to see the number. Looks like number 4. Elijah Floyd on the stop. If we, there it is. Get some of that lightning. That's good stuff going on over there in the distance. 6:39. Boy, is it great to be back. Friday Night Lights. We got 3 more next week for you. Volleyball this week. Football. Had 4 volleyball matches last night. Youth football. Nice carry there. 5:58. Remember, the Panthers score. They need 2 to tie. Game is 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 16 seconds old. I think this is 4-down territory. Play action, throws, nice comeback over to the other side, but equally as impressive was the tackle by number 10, Caleb Bird. Check that, Jamarion Manning. Is there 2 10s? Oh, I've been doing that all night. Oh, boy. 4:51. 4th down. This could be the ball game right here. The fans are on their feet. Let's go defense. 36,000 in attendance, all standing. And a timeout on the field. All right, we're a little shy at 36,000, but they were chanting defense. I'm going to tell you what, I'm over here looking at the sign in the end zone. It says Wawa, and I see that Wawa sign, and all I can think of is a Wawa sub. Let's see what's going on with the weather here. See if that lightning pops here real quick during this timeout. Oh, yeah, look at that, huh? Well, like I said, this could be the ball game as the Heritage Panthers walk back up off the field to talk to Coach Hughes and Coach Benson. And so we'll see what is in the playbook for this situation. Brian Helton has talked to his defense. Coach Lusk is out there with him, chatting it up with the defensive line. And here we go. 4:31, 4th and 4. Could be the ball game on the line. Will it be a first down or will it be a Raider turnover on downs? Or will the Raiders force a turnover on downs? Turns, play action, Padala has him. Throws. Oh, great coverage. That's just great coverage. Great coverage. Damon Scott with great coverage. Listen, that was a well-thrown football. That was a well-run route. And that was great execution on the coverage. All 3 players did their job. You just could not. The execution on the coverage was just better, and that's why the Raiders end up with the football. Padala threw that ball only where his guy could get it. His guy ran a good route. Scott just had the coverage, and that happens sometimes. Nothing to be ashamed of there if you're Heritage. And that was the right decision by Padala because coming out of the break, the receiver was open. Scott just did a great job in closing down the distance. So 4:25 to go. And it'll be interesting to see what the Raiders do here. I mean, obviously, with 4:21 to play, you want to keep the football, I think, on the ground. You want to just turn around and give a steady dose to Cam Allen. Maybe Joe Watkins pulls one down and keeps one himself here, but maybe get Eli Mitchell involved in space, a little bubble screen or something, and let him do his thing. But I wouldn't go down the field with the football. Whatever it is, Heritage was definitely ready for it. It's a loss of 3, 2nd and 13, 4:13 to play. And I believe Heritage still has 2 timeouts left. 4 minutes to go in this one. Nice job using the clock on that one. Gets outside, turns the corner, cuts back, and he's going to pick up. He's going to get the 2 yards back and pick up 3 or 4 more. It'll be 3rd and 6 now. That was great use of the clock by Watkins on that. I mean, he took that down all the way to the end. And you wait for the back judge to put his hands up, because when he puts his hands up, that means you have 10 seconds. And as a quarterback, you count down from there. You watch that guy, and then that's when you ask for that football. Watch this guy right here. He's the one with the play clock. Oh, my. Read like a book. And again, Amir Parker on the spot. No, not Peter Parker, but Amir Parker. Huh? 2 minutes. And Rockledge is going to punt the ball away, and Padala's going to get one more shot. I'd take a delay here. I wouldn't even snap this ball. I'd take 5 yards and then punt it. That's exactly what they're going to do. There you go. They may have taken a timeout. Nope, they took the delay. So that'll back them up 5 yards, and now they'll punt it because the clock will start on the snap. You just can't give up anything big here, man. But 4th and 15, so Padala's going to get about a minute to go on the clock. Good snap and another good kick. No, he shortened it, but it's hot. Oh, wow. And, he took the ball out of bounds down the sidelines. Look at this. Touchdown Heritage. Touchdown Heritage. Do you believe it? He picked the ball up on a bounce, on a short punt, and away he went 45 yards for a touchdown. I have no idea who did that. Number 23. That's Thais Brown. That's a headsy play right there. Holy cow. And with 54 seconds left, it's 34-32. And now a 2-point conversion will tie it. Wow. Both teams tonight. That's crazy. Crazy. Well, I got to be honest. I don't think I've ever seen two halves of football like this. Rockledge was unstoppable in the first half. Heritage looked like they were destined maybe not to win a game this year. And then all of a sudden you turn it around in the second half and the script is flipped. But again, both teams are young, and these are the trials and tribulations of young football teams. You have to be patient through this, coach it up, and both staffs will. Both staffs are great staffs. Virgil Marshall, Coach Trice, Coach Brown, Coach Moore, Coach Elton Lusk, Goins, Loves. Yeah, they'll fix what happened here in the second half. And here we go. This is definitely the game. False start. Does he get in? And he gets in. They don't call the false start, and he gets in. And we're tied at 34. I thought a lineman moved. He does not. And it's 34-34. How about it? What a football game here in this Kickoff Classic. 54 seconds to go. The Panthers trailed this thing 34-20 or 34-14 at the half and have outscored 20-0 here in the second half to tie it up 34-34. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. But look, this is, if you're not a Heritage fan or a Rockledge fan, like, you have to be part, down the middle here. But this is great. I'm loving this. It's a great football game. Obviously, a lot both teams can clean up and work on this week heading into week one, and they will. But this is entertainment. This is fun. Little bounce kick here, and that goes off of a. Look at this. Look at this. This is I'll tell you what, 48 seconds. 1st and 10 at the Heritage 48. This is not over by any stretch of the imagination, meaning I don't know if they play overtime in the Kickoff Classics, but 34-34. The Raiders with a shot here to win this football game before those 48 seconds tick off. Here we go. I'm losing my voice. JoJo Watkins with Cam. Play action throws. Comes back, caught. Caught! Oh, no, he didn't catch it. Incomplete. Oh, he was wide open. Shook the defender, and they just couldn't come up with it. Great throw by JoJo. Oh, I thought he had it. 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. 41 seconds to play. 34-34. Watkins sees a lane, and it closes quickly. And he's got to get rid of the ball. He can't. That's not a great decision there. And now the Raiders are going to be forced to burn a timeout. Sophomore quarterback, he's going to learn from that. But when you're watching, and John Holmes is going to tell him right now, 28 seconds. I'm not sure what coach is upset with, but horse collar. Yeah, they wanted a horse collar. I don't know. I guess But so now it's 3rd and 10. And we'll see what the play call is here. "28 seconds." Again, I don't know the rules in terms of if they're going to play overtime in the Kickoff Classic. I have no idea. But I do know this. It'll be an exciting 28 seconds. 3rd and 10 at the 49. I don't know that I would. If I were both coaches, I think I'd just shake hands and walk away after 4 quarters in the Kickoff Classic, especially if you're healthy. Stay that way. Watkins looking, blitz, throws. Oh, nearly intercepted, but 4th down, and we got a flag, I believe. Let's see what the flag is. See what this flag is. Here comes the white hat. That could be a late hit on the quarterback. He's going to pick his flag up. Let's see what the call is. Personal foul, roughing the passer. And that's 15 yards and a 1st down. Heritage has not committed an undisciplined penalty since the first half. That one stings a lot. 22 seconds now to play. And the ball will be placed all the way down at the 34-yard line following the roughing the passer penalty. Watkins now with doubles. One man in the backfield. Watkins drops back, rolls to his left, lets it go. Out of bounds. Watkins got thrown down again. "16 seconds, 2nd and down." They do have timeouts? They got one. So Rockledge got one timeout. So you could even play for something down around the 20-yard line, take a timeout, kick a field goal to try to win this thing. Watkins drops back, throws, little out route, flare. Got to get out of bounds, stop the clock. He will. And that would be a late hit in that would be a late hit in any other part of the football game, except that's like the akin to burying the whistle in an NHL overtime playoff game. That's a good no call. A good no call. 3rd down. The down and distance here doesn't matter. There's 9 seconds on the clock. They got one timeout. They got to hit something quick or score a touchdown. Watkins. Got to get rid of it now. Oh, he's going to run with the ball. Not. Oh, look, he cuts back, gets out. He gets out. Oh, my. He gets out with 2 seconds to play. And here comes the Raiders field goal team. Wow. I mean, wow. I thought, what is he doing? And then he steps out with 2 seconds, and Watkins is thrilled. And the Rockledge Raiders are now going to use their timeout. Michael Arbor. Didn't he hit a game winner last year? Yeah, I thought so. From about the same spot. Arbor hit one last year to win a game. This ball is marked at the 15. This will be about a 30, 31-yarder to try and win it. No wind. The flag is not moving. Arbor on. Everybody on their feet. The snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Rockledge Raiders have come back or won the game. 37-34. Michael Arbor. How about it? A 30-yard field goal, and the Raiders win and thriller in the Kickoff Classic. What a finish here tonight. Well, that'll wrap it up as John Holmes. It's not a real game. It's a preseason, but that's a heck of a way to kick off your homecoming as head coach here at your alma mater. Congratulations to John Holmes. And you know what? Congratulations to the Heritage Panthers tonight, because those kids, they fought their hearts off in the second half and trailed by 20 and came all the way back. This was a heck of a football game, and one I'm proud to have broadcast. Once again, your final score, the Rockledge Raiders win it 37-34. Michael Arbor with a 30-yard field goal as time expires, and the Raiders will move on to Vieira, and Heritage will move on to Titusville. I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. This has been a presentation of the Brevard Sports Network. Stay tuned. Coming up, hopefully in about an hour, we'll try to do a post-game show tonight. Have a great night, everybody. Once again, the